Well, hello friends. It's starting to get chilly outside, which means it's time for us to don our autumn's best.
Well, you know what? At least the weather's turned.
Oh, sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Oh, God, I would.
Finally, sweater weather.
In this video, I'm going to be building 6 autumnal outfits, and I'm going to be going through each of them with you. Full disclosure, before filming this video, I hadn't tried on the outfits before, so you guys are going to be getting a little bit of the creative process as I go along, and I'm going to be sharing my thought process of how I put these outfits together. I'm going to be linking as much as I can down below, but keep in mind I am a thrifter at heart, so there are quite a few pieces that are thrifted, or I bought them in a previous season, but what I can find I will source for you guys. And without further ado, let's get started. For the first outfit, I started off with a Son de Fleur Carmen mini dress. And you're gonna see quite a few Son de Fleur dresses in this video, however, this is not sponsored, I just have acquired quite a few of them. And then I'm adding these faux sheer tights, although I do need to get another pair because they're getting kinda janky. Basically, they're just opaque tights that kinda look like sheer tights. Next, I added this lace-up waist belt, and I thought of maybe doing a layered belt moment, so I grabbed this belt as well. However, as much as I love the hardware on this belt, unfortunately, it's just a little bit too small. It's also kind of falling apart, so I've kind of thought about getting another piece of leather and maybe repurposing the hardware to make a new belt out of it. It honestly didn't really take me that long to figure out that I didn't really like the way that it looked, and honestly, the waist belt looks good enough, so I took off the extra belt. Next, I had to decide between my witchy boots or my chunky Doc Martens. But ultimately, I wanted this outfit to be a bit more casual, so I went with the chunky Doc Martens. I envisioned myself going to a pumpkin patch with this, so definitely needed the comfortable footwear. And I actually have worn this outfit to a pumpkin patch, so it's perfect.
Honestly, whatever, I'm down for whatever. We could go see a movie, we could get lunch, we could kill someone. Or the apple orchard!
Next, I went with this Regal Rose choker, and yes, this was sent to me for free from Regal Rose, and I am an affiliate and I do have a discount code. However, I genuinely love their stuff and I reach for it pretty often. Realistically, in the climate that I live, I will need a sweater, so I grabbed this sweater that I recently thrifted. Not only is it 100% wool, so it'll keep me warm, but it's also super cute with all the embroidery details on it. And I like how it looks both open and closed. And here is the full fit in all its glory. And I genuinely love it. I love how this sweater looks with this dress, and I will definitely wear this out. I love the fact that the outfit doesn't hinge upon wearing the sweater. It looks good with and without. And honestly, I just love this dress. It's super versatile. And I'm not sponsored by Son de Fleur, I just like it. Speaking of Son de Fleur, this is the very first dress that I got, and I don't know if anyone else has this issue with button-down dresses and blouses, but I'm busting out of it. But I'm trying not to complain because there are people that pay good money for these. But I do need to find a way to cover this poppin' button, so I grabbed this sweater that I really love that I got from the Sacramento Antique Fair a few years ago. And this is where you can tell I didn't try on these outfits before filming this video because I'm seriously questioning myself here. My intention was to try to crop the sweater a little bit more with this belt, but honestly, there's a better way to do this. My brain was just not braining in this particular moment. So ultimately, I was just like, nah, it's fine. I'm not gonna tuck it into the belt, which for me wasn't necessarily my style, but I decided to just roll with it. So I added this hat that matches the sweater. So how are we feeling about this, guys? It's cute. And then for shoes, my thought process is I'm not opposed to mixing black and brown, but the belt must match the shoes if that makes sense. Except you can't really see my belt, so I took it off and I opted for my witchy boots instead. So here is the full outfit, and for some reason I decided this was a good time to come in for a close-up. I liked the colors, but I wasn't necessarily feeling it, so I decided to ditch the sweater, even though, you know, I love the sweater. But I feel like she looks good with a short skirt, not necessarily with a long, modest prairie dress. So I struggled because I cannot get this thing unbuttoned to save my life. So I chose a different struggle, putting on a corset top by myself and trying to lace it up by myself, which I failed at, and I ended up going to my husband to help me instead. I actually had saved this corset top for a different outfit, but I decided to pivot because sometimes an outfit flat laid doesn't hit the same when it's on your body. But look, we're bringing back the sweater. Now, I do not play golf or tennis, and I do not live in Connecticut, but I decided to try the whole draping the sweater over your shoulders like a cape moment. Not sure how I feel, but I decided to bring the matching hat back to see if I like that as well. I'm telling myself that this outfit reminds me of Over the Garden Wall. That makes everything better. But for good measure, here the outfit is without the sweater draped over my shoulders, but with the hat. I'll link this top below, but no, sadly, I'm not an affiliate and I don't have a discount code for you. The third outfit, surprise, starts with another Sondaflor dress. Since I am not a basic B, I have to add accessories. Starting with the corset belt from Lively Ghosts, which I surprisingly didn't struggle with lacing up myself. And this is the moment that I finally get to do my double belt moment with my Thistle Victorian hand belt. Honestly, any excuse to wear this belt I absolutely take, both because I love it and also because I miss Katie dearly. Next, for jewelry, we're going with another Regal Rose piece. All of the Regal Rose pieces that I feature in this video will be linked down below because let a sista get her bag, man. But again, I genuinely do love these pieces. My neck still felt a bit naked, so I decided to add this cameo. And then for the earrings, they're these earrings that I got from a random anime convention. Can't remember where I got them, but I love them. They do make my ears itch after a few hours, so it's for the fashion. Yes. The age-old question, chunky docks or witchy boots? Lock your guesses in now. And I went for chunky. Hey, it's not my fault. I get really bad foot pain, and these are comfy AF. Thank you, Ross. And here it is from head to toe. I'm a big fan of this. I love how the gold complements the olive, and I'm generally just a big fan of the Carmen style from Sondaflor. Again, not sponsored, unless y'all want to sponsor me, hey. And then to make this more weather appropriate, I'm adding my Knock Thrice sweater that is my prized possession, and you guys can bury me in it if I die. I'm so obsessed with it that I recreated it in Animal Crossing. Let me know which is your favorite outfit so far. Honestly, I'm leaning towards this one, but it could also be the Knock Thrice sweater. For this next outfit, I'd like to give a shout out to Pilates because just a couple months ago, this skirt couldn't button up. To add a layer of predictability as well as waist snatchery, we are adding this lace-up belt again. And here's me debating if I wanted to do a double belt moment again, and I grabbed my Thistle belt to see if it works. And spoiler alert, it does work. Although this part right here where I'm trying to clasp it kind of reminds me of a certain scene in Spaceballs.
What's the matter with this seatbelt?
I think for this outfit, the witchy boots are definitely mandatory. For the jewelry, I chose these earrings that I made in like 2021, and then this necklace with this crystal pendant. And here it is all together. I think next time I might try to get a different camisole. The crisscross one just isn't vibing with me, but it doesn't look bad, so I'll forgive it. And I genuinely do love how the hand belt looks with the lace-up belt. For the next outfit, this is actually the outfit I intended for the corset top. I don't think I mentioned this before, but this top is from Disturbia, as is the plaid skirt. And I was definitely influenced. There's a creator on Instagram that reps Disturbia all the time, and she has this top, and she rocks it, honestly. So here I'm just tucking the top back up into the corset because it looks kind of funky. And so far, so good. However, I do think it's missing something. And did we guess it? Yes, I'm adding the hand belt again, because predictability is a theme in this video, or just using your pieces in multiple outfits and not wearing it once. Speaking of, we are doing the chunky docks again, as well as Regal Rose jewelry. After putting on the necklaces, I decided to take the chainmail necklace off and do my cameo instead, because I didn't really like how it looked layered like that. So I promptly switched it out, and yeah, I like that so much better. And here is the full fit. I've been trying to style this top for a long time, and I really love how the V-neck looks with the corset top. And then this skirt is super comfortable. It's an elastic waist, and it also has pockets, although you'll see in a few minutes. I did realize that I have it on backwards, but I mean, you can't really tell. It still looks good. And then I also made the executive decision to add on my burgundy sweater as well, because I felt like the colors would really complement each other. Poppy agrees as well. This fit is fire. She came over to give me her approval. And yeah, I really like this outfit. I would definitely wear this out. It's very versatile as well, so all of these pieces can be mixed and matched with other pieces in this lookbook, as you've plainly seen from previous demonstrations. And this is where I discovered that the pockets were actually backwards because I had the skirt on backwards, but like I said, it's fine. Now, the last outfit is kind of a wild card. This is a skirt and top combo from Blackwood Castle. It looks good as is, however, I'd really like to add an overbust corset, specifically a black or orange. However, all I have is an underbust or some belts. So we're gonna work with what we have. First of all, I'm adding Old Faithful, the black lace-up waist belt, And then the black stompers, because I'm actually planning on wearing this outfit out this weekend and I don't want my feet to be dying. And then I experimented a bit. I wanted a pop of green to give Beetlejuice. And this top kind of has like a mossy look to it, so I kind of tested it out. The sleeves of the striped top are definitely too bulky to wear underneath, so I'm thinking not. For jewelry, I wanted to keep the contrast going with the black choker, but this is like the only one that I have and it's kind of broken, but we're gonna go with it. If you thought to yourself, she couldn't possibly use that hand belt again, we're adding it again. I will not stand for any complaints. So here's the outfit so far. I really love this. When I first saw this set on Blackwood Castle, I thought it was a dress first of all, but also it's just so freaking cool. It's also really good quality and it fits me absolutely perfect. And unlike a dress, I can actually mix and match these pieces with other pieces in my wardrobe, so that's a plus. Oh, and you thought we were done? No, I am adding an orange hat. Because nothing says I go to pumpkin patches for the aesthetic like a wide brim autumnal color hat. And of course, Miss Popperton agrees. And a very fun fact, I do have a pumpkin costume for Miss Popperton, so comment down below if you demand a pumpkin poppy photo shoot. Let me know what your guys' favorite outfit is down below. I'm super excited for these outfits. I've already worn the striped Blackwood Castle set. I don't have any photos of me wearing it. However, I will be taking photos in that outfit pretty soon. As I mentioned in the intro, I will try to link to as many pieces down below. I also have an LTK, so if I can't find exact matches, I will try to source other alternatives as well. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. It really helps me out. And if you like my vibe and you can spare a subscribe, I did not mean to just rhyme. Click that red subscribe button, it would mean the world to me. A big shout out and a thank you to my patrons and my channel members. I appreciate your support always. And if you would like to join the ranks of the coolest people on the internet, links are down below, but it is not necessary to enjoy my content. I just appreciate you being here. But as a thank you, I do sometimes provide exclusive content for my patrons and channel members, as well as exclusive polls and posts. I hope this video was inspiring for you guys and I hope you have a great autumn. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.